Hey gang, Sally here. In some ways this seems really silly, but I'm going to share it anyway because I just discovered this. Now you may have already known this. First of all, I didn't know that they made these little tiny coffee filters that go into these K-cup replacements, so you can put your own coffee in. I had no idea. So first of all, I discovered that on Amazon. And then the other thing that I discovered is that if you wet it, so this is my water cup, my cup full of water getting ready to go in. So I've wet my filter. Now I'm going to stick it in to my K-cup holder. And you leave the top edge sticking out like that so you don't make a mess. Dry my fingers off. Get my coffee. And I go ahead and put my coffee into the filter, just like that. Now, check this out. Then you fold the filter down, just like this. And basically, I'm making an actual K-cup pod that doesn't make a mess. Now, when I've tried using these filters before, let's go ahead and get the coffee going, because that's really the whole point of this. This is my Chulux. I've done a full review on it before. Super simple. I really love this thing. So pour the water in. I'm going to close the lid, press the button, and we'll have coffee in just a few minutes. While we're waiting for that to brew, here's the thing. This is another tiny living hack. Living in an RV, and I could just do a pour over every day. I really could. That would be totally possible. And in fact, if for some reason I'm short on power, that's what I do. I do a pour over. I don't bother using the electric coffee maker. Or if I'm at too high an elevation, like if I'm up at, above 4,000 feet, because that's the limitation for my coffee pot in terms of operating, then I end up doing a pour over, and that's all fine. But when I am at a lower elevation and I've got plenty of power, as I do today, I would much prefer to just put it in the coffee pot. And, so there's a whole bunch of thought process around this because I think everything through, as we well know. So when I do a pour over, that means I've got to get the kettle out and boil water in one form or another. And then the kettle is still wet, and it's hard for me to reach my hand into to be able to make sure it's thoroughly dry, and I don't like putting it away wet. So on a travel day, this is actually much more convenient from that aspect. Using the filter, man, I didn't used to use the K-cup filter substitute that you put your own coffee into because it makes a mess and it uses a lot of water to be able to clean that up. So the first time I did this, I didn't think about folding it down over top of the coffee, and I still got coffee grounds up around the top of the lid. And that was, not a big mess to clean up, but still a mess to clean up. So this trick of folding the coffee filter down over the top of the lid has made a huge difference for me. And I want to show you when the coffee's done. You just pull the filter out and the grounds stay in it. And you're like throwing away a little homemade coffee pod, basically. So I love this thing. It's awesome. What else? I love my RV. I don't usually see it from this angle. It's probably a mess up there. I can't really tell because I took my glasses off. I love my RV. I messed up yesterday. I was backing into a site at a Harvest Toast location, and I managed to back in my entire side of my rear awning arm into the sign for the Harvest Toast location, and it made a mess. Really unfortunate. So that arm is all ripped up. I got to get a new arm. I think that's going to be about $400 plus installation. I've got it kind of taped up right now. I'm hoping that the awning itself isn't damaged. I think it's not, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. I don't really know. So that's what's going on. All right, let me show you what this pod looks like when we're all done here. Okay, so the coffee's all done. We're going to take this out, open the top, and you can see what our pod looks like inside. And I'm just going to go ahead and remove that and throw this away, and there's no mess on the filter holder. So how cool is that? Yeah, I'm pretty jazzed with that whole process.